Welcome to Don't Skip the Vibe podcast with yours truly, Mr. Live in the Kitchen himself, DJ Skip. The Don't Skip the Vibe podcast will be bringing you a healthy dose of conversations pertaining to relationship, dropping some mental gems with intersections on music, business, and motivation with your main man, Dante, DJ Skip Davis. Yeah, that's right. We bringing all the vibes in here on Don't Skip the Vibe podcast. Might even have some special guests in here for you. You never know who may drop in. So make yourself at home, but don't forget, we do not skip the vibes in here. Let's go. We got business owner, major franchise business owner, college grad. She is 2 degrees hot, Miss Tyra Ivory.
Hey guys, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
For sure. I was just about to say thank you for coming through and being so easygoing about it. So
yes, this is new for me, so I like it.
It's
The
your
vibe
first?
is cozy in here. I like
it. This is your first one?
It is.
Once again, DJ Skips bring you another banger with a new one. So let's go. I love it. So again, thank you for coming through, taking the time out your day to come kick it with DJ Skip, man. Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
So, major franchise owner, right? First of all, let's start off with, where are you from?
I'm from Macon.
Macon, Mississippi. Did you were born and raised there, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you graduate from there?
Well, I went to M.S. Smith. I went to boarding school.
Oh, okay.
In Columbus, yeah.
Somebody paid. Somebody paid somewhere. They'll pop. Let me hold something.
Look, nah. Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to mom. Okay. So you went to boarding school. How was that? Was that a different lifestyle for you, being that?
Oh my God.
Not Macon is the country, and boarding school is definitely where all the proper kids. So how was boarding school for you?
It was different. Definitely challenging the first, time around, getting to stay with people of all ethnicities and upbringing and sharing my stuff. And,
True.
Yeah, but I think that's what created the discipline that I have now.
That's
actually.
good. Yeah, that's
it was
dope.
Definitely discipline. Like, it was strict.
Yeah, I've heard some things about, because you couldn't have like certain things in your dorm. Like they would like
TV.
put you out of school for that. Like,
Yes, no TV. Can you believe I just got a TV in my house? I have not had a television since 2012.
That sounds like the military.
Well, it was. When we had to give it up for those 2 years, just never got another one. I had a laptop. I did watch TV sometime, but yeah.
So that definitely was that hard for you, being away from home, or did you actually like it?
I love it.
Man, that freedom.
I had more freedom at home, but I went home every weekend. Thankfully for me, I was only like 35, 40 minutes. So it was in Columbus. Most of my roommates, suite mates were from the Delta and stuff. And my boyfriend at the time lived around the corner.
Okay.
So,
He can come see you when he needed to.
Yeah.
So
it was fun.
It was fun. Like, was there some nights that you did, like little sneakiness going on?
Very much so. Okay, so we used to have.
I like the honesty. Give me a story on it real quick. Let's hear it.
All right, so we used to have to be in by 10:30. That was our curfew. We used to have study hours for like 2 hours, maybe like 6 to 8. And then we used to have to get so many hours in the gym, like exercise. They tried to enforce, healthy lifestyle. And so
that's cool.
I would act like I'm going to the gym, sign out. I'm out the back gate. He outside picking me up, y'all. Like, listen, and I got caught. So I had a new RA. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna never forget her. She came looking for me. I don't know what made her do it. I don't know, but
her senses.
And I got
was
on
tingling.
red card. I got on punishment. So every hour and hour I had to check out unless I was with my authorized person, like my mom.
That's crazy. You deserve it.
I didn't stop them. I did.
You didn't stop it. Adventurous, man. You got to think about one thing about it. Like, the boarding school that she went to, those kids were smart, dog. They were like IQ was like crazy out of this world. So putting them in that environment and then them being that smart, they gonna find a way to get out of it. And me, I know I was sneaking. I wasn't no 4.0 guy, so I can only imagine how it was. But you enjoyed yourself. Sound like
it was great.
It was nice. Yeah. it kind of broke you into being in the real world at a young age. How old were you at the time?
Can't remember. So I applied my 10th grade year. You can only go your junior and senior year of high school. So can't remember the age, but it definitely prepared me for college for sure. We came from Macon. It wasn't the most challenging situation. Like you can just look at the study guide and pass it. Macon or whatever. But I got there and was able to.
I told you, my homeboy. I told you, you didn't have to be smart to go to your school, dog. I'm gonna holler at you. I got proof now. I love it, dog. That's love, man. I love it. So, major franchise owner. How long have you been doing that?
I made a year last month in September.
That's cool.
I officially made a year.
Like owning a major franchise, not just being a GM there. Like this is your store.
It's mine.
Like that's
my
major.
name on the door.
That's major. That's major. So congratulations. Definitely congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Gotta applaud that. We gotta get it up.
I'm clapping
man.
for myself.
Facts. Coming from a small town like that, you would think like that wouldn't be possible, or you wouldn't have that mindset. So, but you having that mindset and building and accomplishing such a major goal, that's major.
Thank you.
Like, don't look at this as small at all, ever. Okay.
I don't. And now, like, I'm starting to, let it soak in. But it's so crazy because when I was inviting people to my grand opening, I had family members that was questioning the fact, and I kept it secret.
Yeah.
Only my mom and my two sisters knew that I was buying this store.
Was that hard to like kind of keep it contained? Okay.
And I was hanging with my best friends every day. I was in Houston at the time when I was getting ready to buy in Macon,
Texas.
Yes, okay. Houston, Texas. Okay. And they didn't even know. We was with each other every day, all day, living in the same apartment complex and everything. But I just knew I had to stay focused. And with people doubting the fact that I had just was getting ready to close on this was enough to make me keep my mouth quiet. But people were still questioning, did I really buy it? Even leading up to the day of my grand opening. That's crazy. That's crazy. They showed up and I loved it. That was the best part about it.
Exactly, man. You thinking I couldn't do something like this and look at me. Because the thing about life, bro, people will put their limitations on. They will if they think they can't do it, they don't, even if they think you can do it, they want to put it in your mind that you can't do it because people hate to see people win. I don't know why, especially from your hometown. We talked about this the other week. Get out of that small town mindset, bro. You got to get out of your hometown and you got to not have your mindset on that area unless you're doing something that she does. But don't listen to them people in your town.
Please don't.
Don't. So where would you say you got your business mindset from?
My mother.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. So why her?
Oh, for those that know, my mom is like an accounting genius.
Really?
You see a lot of people doing taxes and stuff now. Man, my mom was initiator of that.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
We definitely gonna talk after this. I need to holler at mama.
Yeah. And it comes from her and it's so crazy. Like she has assisted a lot of businesses and people and things. And so she's the reason I was able to buy my so like during the pandemic, she had just gave up like all of the accounting things and stuff like that and just gave up that side of the world.
Yeah.
And she started working at that stuff during the pandemic.
Really?
And treated that store like it was hers. But on her first day, it's so funny. She was like, we're going to buy this store.
Really?
I would never forget it. My best friend won't let me forget it. Because at first I was a little ashamed. I'm like, you going to work at you want to go? You ain't got nothing else to do. Right. But I knew that she didn't have anything else to do. And I like seeing her up and going and stuff like that. Love. And when the opportunity presented itself, I was ready. Man. She made sure I was ready, though. That's credit dope, and stuff like that. I was years in with good credit score and stuff. Man. Saving my sister too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's dope, man. That's dope. So with that being said, I always say that with that being said, if your parents didn't do it for you, start building yourself so you can give it to your children.
That's true.
You got to stop this generational curse. It has to end somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have their mindset on what their parents didn't do for them. You sitting around waiting on that, you putting your life on hold. Like you can't continue to live in the past. They didn't do it, cool. Move on. Start building your own so you can give it to your family. Thank you, bro. You got to start doing that. So during like school, like your school years, did you create a hustle for yourself then, or would you kind of like your parents kind of like handle that for you?
Kind of a little bit of both, though, to be honest. I snuck and got my first job, like my junior year. I had went through a breakup. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I gotta cope with this some way or something.
Right.
My first job was at the place where I learned not to trust men. But yeah.
Wait. We ain't gonna get. we gonna. What do you mean? Like, how you learn how not to trust men working there?
I worked at for a year.
Okay.
Valentine's Day. I started in January the 7th. I will never forget this. We were getting ready for the Valentine's Day special. Oh, just seeing men, knowing that them and their wives are sharing accounts. You know, they have a K-Jeweler card or account together. Seeing them come in with other women and buying, and it was just a lot going on. Trying to talk to me. I'm selling engagement rings, getting invited to dinner. I have some co-workers that can attest to this.
Oh, man.
They bringing us. That's just where I learned to really set boundaries and stuff like that. Serious. Men are something else. Not not just talking down on me. I love my men, especially black men, but that's just what it was.
But I mean, you see it.
Seeing it. So you coming in here spending money, like not no little money, you talking about like 5,000 up engagement rings.
Easy. And
you still cheating. You know how many rings got returned? Messing up my commission. Messing up my commission,
bro. You messed up the commission, dog. You gotta
a lot of them.
You gotta get your ducks lined up if you're gonna live that life, man. Really? You can't straddle the fence. You gotta be on one side, bro. Man, that's crazy. We gotta interview some more people that's in that type of industry, so we can see some more stories. Like, really,
I'm gonna tune into that
for sure.
But yeah, no, I was working. I did retail while I was there, while I was in college and stuff like that. And when I got to graduate school in Houston, I knew I wasn't going to be able to work during graduate school. I was a bartender.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you know how to make drinks? Do you still got that in you?
Yes.
Man. Dude.
Oh my God. I used to be booked and busy. I took my last booking. I launched it like in September, out every weekend, housewarming, big parties, concerts, all kind of stuff. Yeah.
Man, that's dope.
And they paid the money.
For real? Especially in Houston though. Man, I know what's some money out there.
I was taxing by the hour.
I'm coming to Houston, man. I've been promising my audience on my live stream that I was gonna come to Houston. I still ain't come. I promise y'all I'm coming.
You gotta make that trip.
I got to, but I'm just scary.
For what?
I don't even know. For no reason.
See, we are biggest biggest critics.
Exactly.
We hold ourselves back. You gotta make that trip. I'm gonna give you some suggestions.
Thank you. It's probably something out there waiting on me. I ain't even got yet, man. I'm tripping, man.
Telling you now.
For sure. So with you being a boss and having that boss mentality and being busy and making schedules and making just crossing your T's and dotting your I's, I know it take a lot of your time. Mm-hmm. Does that affect your love life?
Does it? It does.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like if I'm currently in a relationship.
Okay. Yeah, she's booed up, so
I'm booed up after it's been a while.
No shots being taken.
Yeah. So but it does, and sometimes like if something comes up, I have to put that in the back. Like I don't have time to focus on that then. Yeah. And I'm the type of person like we'll talk about this when I get home or something like that. And yeah, I'm putting the grind first.
Yeah.
Where I am. And sometimes I'm so busy, like, when I get home, I don't want to do nothing but eat and sleep, and chill and focus on what I got to do my next day. And if I ain't reached my target goal for today, what can I do better? And it tends to get to me. Yeah. But it's my store is my baby, you know, so I put blood, sweat, and tears in it. So when this ain't going right, that ain't going right. Yeah. I can't give you no love because my baby ain't.
I feel you. You ain't got your focus situated. So how does your boyfriend deal with that? Is he more like lenient on it? He try to stay busy? Because I know he get anxious sometimes. Like, okay, babe, I need you.
We finding the balance. But he's supportive though. Like he'll let me fuss or whatever like that, and then I started taking that on him. That's where the problems come. But you got to take that.
Right,
and
I ain't just told now.
And I'm, right, and I'm social too. So me talking to men all the time, stuff too. That's different for him.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm very social, but I have to be. I believe in customer service, but outside of that, I'm still a social person. So I think he's learning to adjust to that. Okay. So that's kind of been a little challenge for us. He was mad I came on this podcast.
Man,
I'm here. I had to do this for you.
I feel you. Thank you.
I'm glad I came, though.
Boyfriend, we good over here. We going to make sure we get her back in time. She going to call you as soon as we get done, bro. But, man, like, okay, so when you got your time tied up and it's finally time for you to pay your boyfriend some attention. Do you like plan nights out, or are you like set intimate areas, or like how do you go about that? What do you?
Almost definitely. We date every week.
Okay, that's cool.
Got to. That's a given.
Gotta keep dating.
But definitely, I let it get to me. But it'd be probably end of the week. I'd be like, dang, we ain't did this and that, or whatever like that. I gotta go and take care of that or whatever like that. But just don't want him to feel left out and stuff like that. Yeah. He's fine with it. Like I said, we're trying to find out where pacing is, especially me being, busy and haven't been in a relationship in a long time. It's hard.
So how long were you single before you got with him?
Since April of 2020. And then before that, long time before then. Like, I'm a long-term type of girl.
Right. How long have y'all been together now, though?
We were talking when I moved. So during the pandemic, I moved home for a short amount of time because everything went virtual.
Right.
We were talking for like a good bit. Then we kept in contact. But when I moved back to Houston, finished graduate school, I was like, I ain't studying you. I ain't got time for that. Whatever.
Right.
So I would say about a year now.
Okay. Okay. So
we're from the same town, so we kind of already knew each other before we started dating. That's the good thing.
So we get his initials.
His name is Akeem.
Akeem who?
Trimble.
All right, Akeem Trimble. Hope we ain't get you in trouble, bro. Hope you ain't in find no rings.
Oh, let me find out. See, look, that's the good thing about dating in a small town. You can't. Ain't no being sneaky. And see, when I was living in Houston, I mainly did distant relationships. I was able to do what I want to do, maneuver, and nobody know nothing about me. Yeah. But now that I'm back in Macon,
facts. Cause I was finna go to Houston one time, and I looked up the population. It's like millions of people there.
Oh yeah.
Then I looked up the population here. It's like 20,000. Bro, in a state like that, you can have like a couple families going on. Nobody would know.
No one would never know.
All over the place. So yeah, I could see. Yeah, you got to be careful around.
So here. I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to be all in, because people talk.
So, yeah,
listen,
messy.
Very much.
So do you believe in 50-50 relationships? So we know you bringing home the bacon and the bread. So I mean, it's still like, how is it? Is it like for you? Honestly, are you like a 50-50, 70-30, 60-40? Like, what is it for you as a woman?
At first, and I'm telling you this, and I'm gonna be honest. I used to 70-30, nothing. Like, it was never. I'm serious, and I always dated older guys too. So I used to have my way. But even still, just now, I would say we about 70-30. But I spoil him.
You 70? Or he's 70?
It depends. No, and I'm gonna be honest. Me and my sister was talking about this. It depends on the need, because like he has children, and so, and this is what most women don't like to be honest about. Yeah. I ain't one of them people. Yeah. So like if 1 month, if he got a lot going on, and I'm very, very observant, and I pay attention to things like that, because stuff happen, life happen. Sure. People ain't in this type of job, and me making that kind of money, and still like this ain't enough. I can't imagine what other people are going through, to be honest. And I always try to put myself in his shoes. So sometimes it's 70-30, but most times, like, he'll take care of whatever I need him to take care of. And it's always what I got to do this month. And I love that. That's like, it's what I got to do. And he just don't like me to be last minute with stuff. Yeah. But I think my bills are my bills. Okay. So, like, I love to shop. I spend money on stuff, shoes and stuff. We were just talking about kicks and stuff like that. I ain't going to put that responsibility on him.
Yeah, for sure.
I just think that's unfair. But you're going to take care of this household. Yeah, you're going to do that. So it depends. Sometimes it's 50-50 for the month. Sometimes it's 70-30. It's just what needs to be done.
Right.
And like, I got a lot of stuff coming up. So he gonna probably be 70 and I'm going to be 30 for the next couple months. And he's okay with that. Right. And I try to articulate that and communicate what I'm needing. Okay. He good with it.
Right. Communication is key. Like, you got to talk. Like, sit down and have a conversation.
That's important.
If you come with that, if you come incorrectly, it's going to create an argument. And there's no need to have tension at the house. It's supposed to be peaceful at your house, bro.
Definitely.
It should never be a time where a woman or a man doesn't want to go home because they don't want to face the negativity. Like, create a space. Like, I don't see why people don't want to be peaceful in their household.
Me neither.
Like, I don't even want to go to work. I don't want to go nowhere if peace is not there.
That's true.
Man, if your dude is working overtime, it may be a reason, bro. He don't want to come home. If he get off and he don't come straight home, he going with his boys. it could be the reason, or it could be another reason. But we gonna go with this one first.
Yeah, look.
Create the peace.
A lot of men they got women or men tell, when they be cheating and stuff, they kind of let that fact out, like it ain't peaceful at home. And I'm serious, and I never want him to feel like he got to go somewhere else to get peace. And like we not at marriage stage or anything like that, but I'm trying to, like, I believe in setting a tone for what it's supposed to be.
That's love, bro. I love it.
Definitely.
So, in other words, you're a peaceful person now.
I try to be, but I ain't letting sliding in up on the rug. Now
Yeah,
we gonna have to address it then and there for the most part.
So when you have a problem, you try to address it then and there, or you kind of like let it die down, or how do you go about it?
It depends, because some things need to be addressed then, because it's like we don't need to get to a second time. But if it can wait, I feel like it can wait. Because sometimes you got to know, like if I'm talking to somebody, I'm dealing with you, I'm knowing like you're not trying to do this intentionally.
Right.
So I try to give a little leeway, and that's what people don't like to do, give grace and stuff. So it just depends on the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, I can respect that for sure. So, how about your friends? Does being a boss or anything affect your friendships?
Well, all of my friends are busy. That's a good thing. Like I can truthfully say that I only have friends from college, really. So everybody is doing good stuff. Like my best friend is a nurse. Like she's busy all the time, and she's working on opening.
Shout out to the nurses. We love them.
Yes, assisted living center in Houston. She's in Houston,
Texas.
Houston, Texas. So she's working on that. But sometimes, like, we be missing each other call. And then, like, me in this relationship now, like, most of my time that I have free is going towards that.
Yeah, okay. So, you have guy friends?
I do.
How many guy friends you got?
I have two.
You don't have no pat or anything going on like that?
Nah.
You probably ain't watched the last podcast.
I did. I caught that.
You haven't seen it, go watch the last podcast.
She ain't too much off. And I'm going to say this. I hope my boyfriend don't get mad. But I feel like that would be the case for me. Like I had one person that...
Somebody in the dugout, bro. Oh,
but no,
man.
I ain't got him waiting like on the side or nothing like that. It's done. That's cut off. But I know, like, I leave stuff in a good way. So if I do get the, want to backtrack, I can go back and it's good. Man. We on good terms.
Yeah, I got you.
No, I ain't saying it like that. I don't believe in having nobody on the side. I'm too busy. Ain't enough time to spread myself thin like that.
I got you. I thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, I'm clearing it up. But hey, can you nothing do right? I can go on back. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, I do have guy friends, but they we ain't nothing like that. Like,
okay. Are they straight, or they heterosexual or bisexual?
They're gay.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So that makes it easier.
Yeah.
That makes it easier for me if my girl got guy friends that don't want them, that can't even look at them, just can see them.
Have no desire.
Right.
For us.
Just no desire for us. Mm-hmm. So how is their relationship with the gay guys? Like, how
it's so fun to get to peep inside a man's mind.
Okay.
And they not gonna sugarcoat it. They gonna be honest. Like all of that. It scared me a little bit though, cause it's wild. It is wild. I'm serious. It's a lot of like undercover stuff going on, and I'm for real, and it makes me I try to be very aware, and I don't think, the worst and stuff, but I just try to be alert and stuff.
What do you mean undercover? What you
DL me in. Download me in. I ain't never thought we would be getting to this point on this podcast, but yes.
So you found out about some guys that you like never would thought.
I didn't know the men. Okay, so my friends are not from Mississippi at all. Okay. So California, met them in college. Met them in college. We studied together, and it just went on from there, and we locked in.
Okay.
Yeah. His men be having wives and stuff. It's scary. And the wives be knowing. And I used to think he would be kidding. What? I'm serious. The time that we living in is different, But hey, to each his own. I don't judge. I've never been judgmental. It just opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Yeah. Because that's a whole nother world.
That's a whole nother world. That's a different world.
Imagine. Like the wife knows that the husband has a guy.
But, and my thing is, the husband be saying like, my wife know. But you got to think if these people been together so long, you gonna get to know a person in and out. You gonna pick up on some things and stuff. For sure. Similar to like our famous TV family when her husband went on to come out as a woman and stuff. They have been noticing for some time. Yeah. But
like small changes here and there.
Small changes, and you have to pay attention to that though.
Yeah. Baby, why you use my summer's eve?
What you need that for?
You need that for?
What you need that for? But yeah.
Man, that's rough, bro. I can only imagine the stories that y'all get. How long have y'all been friends? Like your friend group? How long y'all been friends?
Oh, so it's three of us. Me, my best friend that I was just telling you about, that's a nurse, and the guy. She was the first person that I met at Xavier. We met at the hotel as we were getting ready to move in.
Man, that's dope.
I met him. Yeah, we've been locked in since day one.
That's cool.
And like my sophomore year, we was taking a course together, organic chemistry, and we started studying that one night. She introduced us, and we've been locked in since then. We've traveled, done everything together.
Man, that's cool.
We do everything together.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you say y'all don't talk as much though since y'all so
now,
distant.
just as the last few months.
Okay.
But I talked to him today. But we used to talk on the phone all day long. When I first moved back here, because we lived in Houston together. We went to grad school together.
Man, ain't no like
it was around the corner from me. Yes,
man.
we that's the good part. Like, it was never planned for all of us to be in Houston though. It just happened. Like periodically over time, we all just ended up there. And so, just listening to him on the phone with these guys, getting spoiled by these guys.
Well, spoiled? What you mean spoiled? Like buying them gifts and stuff?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like what? You paying for him to go out of the country? My friend just got back from Africa like a couple months ago.
For real?
Sending food for us to eat.
And the dude paid.
Thank y'all so much for that.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Gassing up the car, buying flights.
Everything.
And got a wife at home and some kids. And the guy don't even look like it. Don't like I would have never looked at him and suspected that was his vibe,
Right.
But
man, to each his own, bro. Man, I can't just, bro. I don't know why. Like they be in the DMs too. Like they don't care. Like, bro, y'all barking up the wrong tree, dog.
Women too.
Yes, them too. They your DMs be jumping with women too. What's the craziest DM you ever got from a woman? What?
Listen, that message read. I only get on social media now to pop on and off. Pop my stuff, get cute, and get show off and get off. Right. So I get a message. It's like I wanna da so bad and da. This one person been trying to talk to me for some time, but that ain't my vibe. Like I can't read. I ain't gonna read it out to you.
What's da?
She really wanted to take it there. She was very detailed.
So she wrote you a little paragraph or two.
Oh God!
Opened it up and it was a long DM, and she just let it all out. Is she like near you or anything? Like,
now, yeah.
So she's in the area of So she don't be like peeking around the corner at you.
No, that's the funny thing.
That's cool.
That's the funny thing. Like she's from the area, from around these parts of Mississippi.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't really run into each other.
Is she like a girly girl? Or
no, and that's the thing. I'm being honest. I don't want no. I don't want a stud. Is that what they call them?
Right.
Yeah, like I'm gonna date a girly girl.
Okay.
Cause I could just stay with a man.
Right. I understand. So each his own.
Yeah.
So if you were to go that route, you would go with a girly girl.
Definitely.
Okay. You ever thought about going that route?
Of course.
Okay. So have you?
I've entertained it.
What do you mean entertain? Like the conversation, or is it like have you like really flicked that light switch on?
No, I ain't really. No. But I've been on a date with a girl before, with a girly girl.
That's it? Just the date?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I ain't bold. Nah. I had some friends in college that got turned out.
And
came in with they were conservative, with boyfriends that had been together been together for long periods of time,
Yeah.
and then you come to college, you want to stud.
Mess up and stuck their foot in that water and then pulled them in there.
That was it. I'm serious. She left her man behind that.
Ooh.
For real.
Man.
That, and I ain't want to get sucked into that whirlpool. I'm
Man,
like, I'm
bro,
good.
to be honest with you,
My mama would never, and I ain't even being
in the South too.
Yeah, my mama would have never accepted that.
Yeah.
And not that I didn't do that because I didn't want to disappoint my mom. It's
Right.
just that's not it don't align with my morals and values. You know,
Understand.
I
Yeah.
did get the urge to just be curious like any other person, but
Okay.
nah,
It just went for you.
nah, I'm good.
Sticking to the males.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. You're right at home now.
But we still good friends.
Really?
Yeah, she sent me birthday gifts every year.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna keep it G. I'm gonna ask for your boyfriend because he can't ask you this. Don't answer this, bro. I got you. If she was to come in town one day and she said, "Hey, I want to go out with you and your boyfriend," like, is that okay?
Oh nah. Cause she's pretty.
You ain't sharing.
No, she's
feel
pretty.
you.
Not that I don't trust him, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that's her thing. She's strictly that way.
But what if she did though? Like, it's just a no go for you.
I would never share my boyfriend.
I understand.
Not somebody that I love and see long term. I just think that's risky and that's just not my thing. Like if, before I get in a relationship or something like that, then maybe, with somebody that I ain't worried about, nothing long term. But nothing long term. I just feel like building a foundation. It need to be solid.
Facts,
Stuff like
facts.
that. I mean, and I
Keep it
get
rocking.
people spicing up the marriage or relationship and stuff, but it's not while we boyfriend and girlfriend.
Nah.
I feel like
Man.
that's giving somebody too much. Like you getting too much of a time out of me, and
Facts,
we not
facts.
married.
Then on top of that, I've always said if I were to have another threesome, it would be
Another.
Yeah.
You're not gonna run that past me. What Kevin Hart said. Another two
yeah,
girls
like,
and you.
yeah, 2 girls
Okay,
and me.
I mean, just ask
Yeah, 2 girls and me. I mean, there's been a time where in my younger years it was,
2 guys and a girl.
yeah,
What they call it? Running a train?
yeah, they called it that. Me and the guy ain't never. No, there wasn't none of that going
Is that
on.
awkward?
What being
2
in
guys and a.
it's not because you got to think about like us growing up, like playing football and stuff like that. We would always take showers with guys. Like,
Okay, I ain't think about that.
I know I don't see you like that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? But so me being in the room and our homeboy, we didn't did all that stuff. So, but we didn't, as like I said, if I, I'm on my 3rd one, like 2 girls and a guy. That'll be my 3rd if I was.
So how you get them to agree to that?
Man, I'm gonna tell you how it happened.
Who proposed it?
Glad to tell
Tell
y'all.
me.
So, all right, the guy that I was asking you about. Yeah. So we was at school one day and he introduced me to this girl or whatever.
Okay.
He had already talked to her. They had did what they did. Cool. So after he introduced me to her, she came back and told him, "Hey, give your friend Skip my number," like that. So me and her just started hitting it off and da. So I don't know. Just one day I asked her. I was like, I had to be like 24, maybe 23. One day I just asked her. I'm like, you ever did this and that? Like, yeah, I did it before. Da. I like, man, we should do one. I'm like, man, you ain't got no friend. Da.
Oh.
Just like that. Wow. And she like, I see. I asked her, this and that. So I kept like trying to like put it on her to ask because this is my first one. Like I was anxious to make it happen. So one day I was at welding school. I never forget. I was about to take my sense test, and I was walking in the hallway, and I see them 2 coming up the hallway. So this at the community college, like right down the road. So I'm walking. She was like, "Well, what you finna do?" Da. I'm like, I gotta go take my test, and I'm gonna go to the crib, and then I gotta work after that. She's like, "Oh man, we was about to come over." I didn't even pay no attention to we was about to come over like that. So I'm like, okay, I'll hit you up when I get done with my test. So I'm getting there taking my test. She texted me, she was like, I said we, right? I'm like, we? I'm like, bro, this about to go down.
You manifested that.
Bro, this about to go down. Bro, I ran through that test. I just started like multiple choice in them joints.
How could you focus after that?
It wasn't no focus. I ain't even had the need to focus.
Listen.
I was the first person done. So get to the crib. Mind you, the test was at like 3. I had to be to work at 4. I had already told my job, like, hey, I'm gonna be late. I got a test. So I heard him click through it and get done.
Oh my God.
Man, you talking about flying to the house on 2? I swear it have been a doom hit the curb. I ain't even put it in park. I just jumped out and walked in the house.
Listen.
So get in the house. I'm nervous at this point. Like this is about to really go down for me. I'm so nervous. Like I'm nervous. So they finally pull up. My best friend to this day, he's still my friend. We were roommates at the time. Said he remembered this day. So I'm like, bro, about to come over to the crib like that. He like, for real? This and this and that. I'm like, yeah. So they slide through. His room is on the other side of the apartment, on the back where they park it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like at his window, like looking out, trying to see them come up, walk up. I'm like, bro, this really about to happen. I'm like, heart beating out of my chest, bro. Oh. Man, dog, this really about to go down. Me thinking I'm really ready for this. They get in there, get situated. Everybody in there loose. We fully undressed at this point. When I say my nervousness kicked my tail so bad that day, I'm not understanding. These are 2 people that you had to please, Skip. Like that was just completely out of my mind. I'm just thinking like, okay, get this one, get this. Nah, dog, it wasn't nothing like that.
They tagged you.
Yeah, I completely flopped.
Exhausted,
huh?
huh?
Man, I tapped out a couple times.
And people don't be thinking about that, dog. Like that's a lot.
That's a lot, dog. It's a lot. And me being at the age I wasn't fully equipped mentally with confidence that I needed.
Yeah.
I completely flopped, bro. It was, I didn't get it again after that. That was just, I didn't get it from that group. I didn't get it from that group again, even though I wanted it again. And even though I wasn't even infatuated with the main girl, I was infatuated with a friend, because that's really who I wanted.
Oh my God.
So afterwards, I tried to get the friend by herself and everything, bro.
Wow.
She didn't even go.
Hey, listen, and I always wonder what is how do you mentally do that? Like
it's hard.
And then you just brought something else up. It's always what that post said, when a person be trying to talk to you, but you really want to talk to their friend.
This show was like that, bro. Because I already put the miles on the main friend. I'm trying to put the miles on the other friend. Yeah,
hey,
bro.
Look,
she was battle too, dog. Man, she was bad.
That's the reality of it, though.
Facts.
The reality of it.
It always be like that.
It is what it is. But see, me. I got a friend that ended up talking to 2 friends, and that was and she did not care. Because she initially wanted the last one that she dealt with. Right. That was the goal, but the friend would not get out of her face that night. Bro. And she didn't want to hurt his feelings. And he was really nice. He took us back to the dorm after the party. So I was like, hey, you gonna have to suck this up, because we not. I ain't driver. So how we getting back? Everybody that left us, to go back to the dorm. So yeah.
Dang, bro.
Dang. I don't know. It's not that I don't ever want to try that down, because I think it's on my to-do list, but with who?
Yeah, right.
Like you a man.
Right.
We have to acknowledge the fact that you get to do that and move on and be done. Like that's another body count for me.
Right. Exactly.
Like, and I'm
your body count is important to you?
It is.
Is it? What's the number? Can we get it?
3.
What? 3? That's it? Bro, I thought y'all was extinct. Shit, I ain't know these. No. I didn't even know y'all existed. 3?
By 4 for real though.
That's straight. That's still good though.
On my one hand, and believe it or not, I've never had one night stand.
Really?
I ain't never had sex with somebody that I was not involved with, like deeply involved with anything. Mm-mm.
That's cool, bro.
And it's so bad that I kept going back to my ex before I did that. Yeah, surely did, and it's starting to affect my current relationship, because they're saying like, well, why did you keep going back? Because he don't get it. Like I'm a woman, I can't just be going back, especially if I'm gonna go on and move on and add another body with somebody that's probably not worthwhile. I already know he trash. I mean, but no, me and my ex, we're good standing, but serious. I already know who he is and what he stands for, and so that was just that. But Yeah, that's important to me.
That's good though.
Everybody can't say they had me, and I ain't like that. Now I'd have
the
texted a lot of people.
That's the beauty of it. Ain't
dated, and see you get it. Like I'd have dated. People be like, so how you talk to the person y'all ain't never did, and he took you on a date and stuff, took you on vacation.
Man, bro,
I set the standard.
Let me hold up just a second. Let me let y'all in on a little secret, bro. You know how many dates I done been on, bro, and didn't smash?
People do not get that.
Man, dog. How many things I done bought, how many dates I done went on, these long texts drawn out, bro. I didn't talk to somebody for months on, years at a time, and still ain't hit them. Man, I feel like it's now they still owe me some. I still, because I invested so much time and money in the game. I never did hit them up. It exists, bro. It exists.
Yep. And I was like, I lived in the city most of my dating, after my first relationship. They come and go. It's a bigger pool to choose from versus at home. Back in Mississippi and stuff, where my current boyfriend is from. So that's been a house. He was like, it just ain't no way. I'm like, listen.
True, bro. Tell him.
Hey, I'm not like that, and I set the tone from the beginning.
Bro, and then you gotta realize,
not to brag,
even though we guys and we got certain calibers, everybody ain't like us, bro. Everybody can't hit everybody. You know what I'm saying? And there's women out here that ain't finna let everybody just slide through like that. So man, even if you feel like you got in there early, that don't mean nothing, dog. That don't mean nothing. You should applaud yourself for that. Like I got her to that point. Like he didn't get her to that point. Cool, but dog, I'm telling you, it's the reality, man. I'm telling you, is
like I can like you enough to go out of town with you or on a date and stuff with you, but not to approach me like that if I've set the tone and people don't believe in it. Like I'm not strong headed, but I am.
My sister told me the same stuff, bro.
Like you ain't finna just nothing, and he still found that hard to believe, but it's the truth,
it exists, bro. My sister told me plenty of stories about guys being around and paying for stuff for years. Rent.
Do you hear me?
I'm like, bro, like how you get dude to do that?
Buying a new oven for the stove. But for real, that's the truth.
Man, it's crazy.
It's
I'm
an
like,
investment.
Yeah,
like
man, it's crazy, bro. It's some dudes out here that really don't. They really give it out without getting that back. They really will, bro. Because even though we might not do it, it's guys out here that will do it, bro. And she told me she taught this guy for 5+ years, bro. Never, at apartments after apartments, she never paid rent at those apartments, bro. And I know my sister. I mean, she gonna tell me,
right.
You know what I'm saying? This sister right here. I mean, she ain't got nothing hiding that from me. We got that communication. She's never had sex with this dude. I'm like, bro, he's stupid.
Oh my
ain't
God,
no way.
that's the first thought that will come to
you finna get no gas money out of me.
But it happens. Like, and then, and I have some friends that's on the same thing, and I got some like, how you do that? And I says, nah, it's just what it is. Like, a guy's gonna view you how he gonna view you. But I ain't playing like that.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, like, once you paint a picture in a guy head that you ain't going, he gonna respect that.
Definitely.
Man, but if
men love what they can't have.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, man, the chase is real, bro. You got hey, it's all right to create a little chase. If he wants you bad enough, naturally we gonna do what we got to do to get you. And if we don't ever get you,
just don't. And you gotta take your L and keep it moving. But then you'll have a friend for life. And then I'm sure, like, for instance, if this person ever called me and say they needed me, I'm there.
That's love.
And I know it's bad because I'm in a relationship, but I'm there. I'm there for sure. And I'm sure your sister could probably say the same thing.
Man, I'm pretty sure she
like
could.
If somebody been there and do these things, it's not about the monetary thing for real though. It's just the respect level. Right. You ain't to try to take it there with me. You letting it, just whatever let it be whatever it is, then like I'm sure it should be the same way.
We respect that, man. And with that being said, we're gonna get out of here, man. We thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Ms. Tyra, for driving through.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's been one with Don't Skip the Vibe podcast. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Peace out.